Hi, hello, welcome back or welcome in if you're new around here. On this channel, I share my writing journey with anyone that might be interested. Think narrations of my own stories, ASMR style, guides and tips about the online writing platforms that I use, things I struggle with as a writer, and some other things such as my writing tools. I had previously made a video regarding this, but there's been an update. I used to use two tools. Now I use three. First on the list, a planning tool or a board-like tool. This is for me to sort of fling crap at the wall, see what sticks, and then polish things to create a cohesive story before moving on to a more in-depth planning. Even as a kid, when trying to solve problems or puzzles, I always felt the need to have all of the hints and clues in front of my eyes to find the right ways to connect them. So for my stories, I used Melanote at first, and I won't lie, it still is my favorite, but its free plan is quite limiting. And that's why I decided to move over to Whimsical. It has a paid option too, but only for group projects, so from what I understand, for as long as you work solo, I can create as many boards and documents as I want. It has everything I need, not to mention the app is pretty simple and intuitive. I will not do an in-depth how-to here, but I'd like to go over the basics still. For that, let me sign up with a new email, because that's all you need, an email, to show you what it looks like when you first start in it. As you can see, we first need to create a workspace and name it whatever. Then it'll ask you to pick your interests and goals. Here is your dashboard. If you click on the title of your workspace, you'll see here it says that you are on a free plan and you can create a separate workspace. I'm not even sure if the number of workspaces on the free plan are limited, to be honest. You can manage a bunch of settings here. The next button is Create. It allows you to create a board, a document, or a folder. Let's move on for now. You've got an inbox for all notifications to appear. Then down here are two sections, My Files as well as Teams. I work in the My Files sections, of course, since I don't work with a team for the time being. You've got a Getting Started and a Starter Guide to follow, but let's just make things simple. I deleted both, and now I can create and organize things the way I want them to be. Let's hit Create, then Folder, and make sure it's in My Files. You rename it like so, and start working. You can choose a template that works for you, or you could create a folder within a folder. I'll go with a board here. Same way, we rename it. For more working space, it's better to collapse the dashboard window like so. And now you can play with all of these tools to make your perfect something. Once done with the board, you go back to your folder. Maybe you want to create a document. Again, you can explore all of these options here on your own. Like I said, I mostly use Whimsical for its board option in order to throw darts at the wall and construct a more cohesive story from what sticks. It is the first tool I generally turn to when a new idea sprouts in my head. Moving on to the second tool I go to after mind mapping, Notion. It can act as a second brain, if you will. It's very versatile and it offers a lot of recourse and freedom, which is why many people find it intimidating. I am not going to lie, I only spent like 1 or 2 days on tutorials and then I constructed my ideal layout and I've been working with it ever since. Now, it's not a second brain to me, but an endless storage closet with which I've become very familiar. I don't really want to go into too many details as to how it works because it might take too long. So instead, I'd like to dedicate a full video to it and go over everything I personally use. This one has not changed. I still use it to write my drafts, and honestly, I don't think I'm going to jump ship anytime soon. It has everything I need and it's free. In fact, it's only gotten better the past few months, as now you can create folders and rearrange your titles and sections at will. I understand that not everyone is comfortable with it, but to me, it does its job. It has extra options, and again, it's free, so I'm not looking for anything else right now. I already talked about it in my previous video about tools, so I won't rehash what's already been said. If you're interested in a somewhat full tutorial on Google Docs, here is the video. It's timestamped. Alright, I think I've already said everything I wanted on this topic. As you may have noticed, I do prefer to stick to free tools, as I am not exactly made of wealth. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, a comment if you've got something to say, or even subscribe if you think more of my content might interest you. I do hope to see you all in my next video, but until then, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.